Emmanuel Sanchez, Matador, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Glad to see you, man. Glad to have you back on the show. It's been some time. Lots happened for you in the past year. How's everything going for you, man, in preparation for this fight? You only have a couple weeks left.
Just always getting ready to rock and roll, you know? Just gotta stay glued to being in the gym. That's all I ever really do. I always want to just better my technique. And you never know when you get that phone call. So, you know, always staying positive, staying hungry, staying ready.
Yeah. How's the last couple of weeks for you in like your training camps? Do you kind of wind down? Do you kind of tone down the sparring? Like what's that like for you?
Well, seeing as I'm getting older now, yeah, I'm gonna have to. You know, unfortunately, yeah, that's what. You know, as of late, you want to always push it as hard as you can, but sometimes, you know, some training mishaps can happen, and no one ever wants that, especially, you know, with how close the fight is. No one ever wants to lose that opportunity a week, 2-3 weeks out before the fight. So, I've just having to stay mentally ready more than anything, you know. Physically, how much more physically ready can you get if you're always training? You know, I mean, you're either ready or you're not. You know, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, you're the type to like be the first one in and first one out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it something that like with the whole sparring thing? Was that something that you learned along the way? Was it like coaches tell you that, or was it kind of like you saw other fighters kind of like, okay, I need to tone it down because these guys are getting hurt and they're not lasting that long? What's going on?
Yeah, I'd say other fighters and also teammates. You know. Teammate Ben Askren told me he doesn't spar a month out from his fights. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it's really just a mental thing. You know, if you're always training, if you're always working, if you're always just bettering your technique. I've won fights without sparring. I just sometimes your mind can get the best of you, and you feel like that's what you need. And a lot of times it's not. You just drill. You drill like a champ, train like a champ. And you fight like a champ.
Yeah, I know that was something like Daniel Cormier talked about in his last fight with Anderson. He didn't do much sparring, and it kind of messed with him mentally. So I guess that's kind of true then, huh?
Yeah, and then I mean, love AKA, great academy, but they're notorious for pulling out of fights because they go hard. But that's the injury bug. I feel like can be prevented, but. You know, when you're such a workhorse, I get it, it's hard. You know, it's hard to say, hey, I feel mentally prepared when maybe you didn't spar as hard or you didn't physically go as hard as, you could have.
Yeah. You know, you're fighting Georgie coming up. Is he someone that you come across before?
I'd say so. You know, the last 5 opponents I faced, with the exception of maybe 2 of them, 6 opponents were all grapplers. Obviously he's a well-rounded fighter. He can fight everywhere, and he's finished fights, everywhere. But definitely seems like he prefers to get the fight on the mat. But for me, it's what I'm used to. Whether they were a grappler or not, they all become grapplers once you crack them once or twice.
Yeah, but I know, is he someone that you've crossed paths with? What kind of like attitude did you get from him? Is he someone that's like approachable? Because you guys have done like promotion, right?
Yeah, I've actually never personally seen him face to face yet. Yeah. All I know is I've seen the way he is, and it's it is what it is. Personalities are personalities, and really you can do about it. My opinion doesn't matter anyways about him. The only thing that matters is what's going to happen come the night of January 21st. Yeah. But I've actually already had a teammate, beat him. So I kind of just view every opponent as a bully. Everyone's going to come in and they're going to try to, impose their will on me and put me out, but. I'm never going to let anyone do that to me. I see everyone as a stepping stone. I see everyone as you're in my way to get to the top, so I just got to go out and take them out.
Yeah. What do you make of his style compared to your style? Because when I saw that they put this fight together, I was like, this is fight of the night right here. Like this might even like take over the main event just because I know they're big names like Sonnen and Ortiz, but this is fight of the night for me.
for sure.
Oh, sweet, man. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, it's good because I'm ready to go and start the year off with a bang. That's what I always look to do, man. It's so many times people can say whatever about fight going to decision or whatever the mishaps that happens in a fight, but none of my fights have ever been boring.
Yeah, for
sure. That I pride myself on that. None of my fights have ever been boring, so I've always done my best to go out to be an exciting fighter, put on an exciting fight, and entertain. This is a show. People want to see a good fight, so I'm doing my best to go out and finish the fight. At the same time, be exciting.
Yeah. You had a 3-fight winning streak going on, and then you had the split decision loss against Weichel in July, right?
Mm-hmm.
When that result was being announced, how did you feel about the fight?
I thought I won all 3 rounds. Yeah. So when I was hearing the judges' score, I again just turn around and say, "Where's the judges at, and what are they thinking, man?
Yeah.
What were they watching? Man, it's just hysterical. You know what I mean? But obviously, had I won a split decision too, I'd have been pretty upset with myself because, my goal is never to win by split decision. My goal is never giving up rounds or, how some maybe critics can, whatever they view or think that I'm fighting, how I'm fighting, I think they're completely wrong.
Yeah.
I'm obviously I'm out to go out and finish the fight. That's my job, that's what I want to do as well. And so I didn't get the job done, obviously, and the fact that I feel like I still took it to him and the judges kind of robbed me of that, that kind of sucked too, because I feel like you could tell in the look in his face and his coaches and everything too that they didn't win. I left the cage clean, not a scratch on me, and he left the cage limping. And I caught him limping at the airport in the hallway there. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how that's winning a fight, Also, most other MMA, websites and people that I saw had me winning all 3 rounds as well, especially Sherdog. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. There's crazy judging, crazy scorecards, but you know what? I didn't get the job done. I didn't finish the fight, and that was my goal: is to go out and knock his ass out. But I didn't do it. So on to the next one. I still got a lot to learn, and I still have a lot more to prove.
Yeah, and I don't know how you feel how that set you back a little bit in terms of getting that potential title shot. Do you think that a win over Georgie puts you right back there?
Oh, absolutely,
right back. Yeah.
Especially if I go out and put Georgie Carcanyon away, I did something that Pat Curran and Daniel Weichel didn't do, because you got to think that's right now we're kind of amongst the top, so that's pretty great, I mean, I didn't even realize it until just recently. For me, it was just another fight, go up, take it to the top, but it's I don't put any pressure on myself, but I just come to think, people can say whatever they want to say about me and opinions, like I said, critics, but it's like, man, my 3rd fight in Bellator was against the former champion on short notice, And then I go out and I fight UFC veterans and I put out an exciting fight, and then all of a sudden I sign a new deal, and then I fought the guy who fought for the title, and now I'm fighting a guy who is supposed to fight for the title, who is that name as well. So it's like I've been fighting the best ever since I got in here. I've had no easy fights. There's no such thing. So I'm fighting guys that they've all had more fights than me, more experience than me. These guys have been doing this since I was in junior high and wasn't even thinking about fighting, So it's pretty great that now I'm amongst the elite and I want to go out and take them all out.
You're not the type to pay attention to the rankings? No?
Yeah, you can't let it get that too much to you because, if I'm ranked number 1, I might have this chip on my shoulder. Oh, hey, I'm ranked number 1. Look at me. I'm the best kind of a deal. When really I look back at what I've done. Okay, yeah, great, but I still haven't accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish, And if I'm ranked last, then, what it is, whatever. Then, I always prefer to be the underdog anyways. I feel like that's the way I've been treated ever since I was a kid in sports or anything, just kind of overlooked. And that's good. I mean, I never have anything to lose then. If I'm a man, promised to die, then no, good. I have nothing to lose then.
That's true.
I'm a dead man walking then. Cool.
Yeah. How did you spend these holidays in training camp? It's got to be tough, no? In terms of like all the food around you and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But I'm honest, man, which I'm sure every fighter is too. They enjoyed themselves, unless they're fighting that week. But for me, it was just like dipping my fingers in something. It wasn't actually like I couldn't actually have 2 or 3, 4 plates of something. Like I don't know, but you know what I mean. I was just kind of like almost finger fooded everything, and then I'm like, I'm full.
You had that
I just love the family time.
Yeah, that's like the best part of it. You had that time off from like July till now. Was that beneficial? Do you feel like to take that time off to heal some injuries, maybe to prepare for the next fight? Like how did you feel about that?
I was booked to fight in December.
Yeah.
And I suffered 2 sprains and multiple limbs, and then I just kind of was like pretty heartbroken, man, because I was looking forward to having a great Christmas and as a payday and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But God has a purpose for everything that happened, man. I was pretty down. I was pretty upset. I was, just sad. I was just kind of crushed. 26 fights I've had, and since I was a teenager, amateur, professional, and I never had to pull out of one. And the fact that I had to finally do it was just almost like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that it actually happened.
Yeah.
And but that was last year. So who cares now? You know what I mean? Out with the old, in with the new kind of a deal. Something bad happened, something bigger came up. So, it didn't go my way, but now 2017, I look to make something even bigger, and now I'm on even a much bigger card, a much bigger platform, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go out and shine in the City of Angels.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. They booked you like maybe a month out afterwards, so that was pretty good, right? You didn't have to wait that long.
Yeah, I was down because it had happened before the fight, obviously, when I was scheduled. And about 2.5, 3 weeks as I was just healing, recuperating, and just kind of being a Debbie Downer, just like, man, it sucks. You know what I mean? I was still training what I could, but so I never really, got out of shape. I never did anything I, shouldn't have done. I just stayed hopeful, stayed positive, and sure enough, man, got rebooked. So blessed.
Yeah, and I think Roufusport has so many guys like coming in. You have Tyron Woodley who joined the camp, right? Who joined the team?
Yes,
yourself. You obviously Anthony Pettis, and you got like CM Punk there, who get a lot of like the attention. But there's guys like you, Woodley, who are just like making waves in the sport right now. What's that like to remind people that hey, Roufusport has a lot of depth to it, and you got like some big names and some big heavy hitters in this camp.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just in my camp alone, and I'll just count it down easily. You got the WEC belt, you got 2 UFC belts. Excuse me. You got the Bellator belt, you got 1 FC belt, you got World Series belt, 3 RFA belts, 4. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Wow, and a Victory Fighting Championships belt.
Yeah.
So I mean, on the local, regional scene, the smaller organizations working on their way up, like I said, Legacy, RFA, Victory, Titan. Now on the biggest scene as well, Bellator, UFC, 1 FC, we got guys dominating everywhere, and each and every weight class too. So, in my camp is, we got some special killers here. That's the way I put it. And what I love about it is that everyone here came from humble beginnings, so they all know what it's like to actually have to work a real job and multiple jobs and, be broke and fight for peanuts and work their way up, man. And now, I'm excited that all these guys are out bonus hunting. We're all booked. 3 guys in 1 week that I'm fighting with. Sergio Pettis and Chico Camus fight the same week as I do.
Oh, nice.
And then on and on and on with everyone else up and coming. But it's pretty crazy how it's like, boom, a wave of guys all getting ready to fight. We're all chasing the same thing.
So, are you the one to make New Year's resolutions? Did you make one this year, or what's your vision for 2017?
I've never been a big guy in like resolutions. People can sometimes they normally forget about it by February or March. You know what I mean? Or like 2-3 days after, diet starts today. Or stuff like that. I've always been, just be better than I was yesterday, better than I am today and be better, even better than I will be tomorrow. So I just always strive to be better. And 2016, I did some great things. Things went not so great as well. Like I said, I had to pull out, which I never had to do, and I only fought twice.
Mm-hmm.
But always taking the positives from it. I was on the God rest his soul. I was on the last card. Kimbo Slice was on. At the time, he's been on, as a star, and I fought a guy who fought for the title, and I feel like I really took it to him. Like I said, I was robbed of what I feel is really mine, but again, out with the past, and now I've seen what I know I need to work on, and have more fun in there. Sometimes we overthink things, like wanting to be in the fight. Oh, I gotta knock him out. I gotta choke him out. I have to do this. I have to do this. Man, I'm just gonna go have fun and just let it flow. Like Bruce Lee said, flow like water.
Yep.
You think too much, it kind of puts you in quicksand in there. You should just kind of be on autopilot and let things go. And that's why I think sometimes you never really see me frustrated, but you can see me kind of like, throwing whatever, same combinations or doing the same things. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's working. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But more of in a sense, keep going so I can, finish these fights. So for me, it's finish fights this year. And ideally, in the perfect world, I'd love to fight 3 times this year, go 3-0, and 4 if it's on to the title. I want to go and get my title shot. I feel like I said putting Georgie Carr-Canyon away and everyone else who they put in front of me, I can go out and prove that, hey man, I'm the best. I'm the best in the division, and I can go out and get the belt.
Nice, man. So, Inglewood, California, right? At the forum and on January 21st, and I'm looking forward to it. Headlined by Sonnen and Ortiz. Give a shout out to your sponsors if you want. Remind the fans how to find you on social media, because I know you're pretty active on there. And just let them know what's up.
For sure. You can find me anywhere just like this. My Skype name, my Instagram, and my Snapchat is at Matador Sanchez. I would have loved my Twitter to have been that too, but some fool already took it and he doesn't even use it. I should try to trademark that, but Matador Sanchez is definitely my thing for everything. My Twitter is at lmatador145. You can follow me on Facebook as well, or send me a friend request at Emmanuel Sanchez, and then I got my Facebook fan page as well. Just want to give a shout out to everyone who's supported me along the way. I got grip mouth guards to protect the dentals. I got diamond MMA cups to protect the family jewels. Make sure if I ever choose to have children one day, I'm safe. I got my back.
Yeah.
I got Iowa Bison. The Matador loves his bison. I'm supplied with bison meat. Rufus Sport Mixed Martial Arts Academy is not only a place to where I train, but where I work, and they sponsor me as well. I basically live at the gym, and then I visit home sometimes. So Rufus Sport is definitely where it's at. Clayton McBride and McBride Mats, which they provide the mats at Rufus Sport Mixed Martial Arts Academy. And to everyone out there, all my supporters as well, thank you very much. Combat Corner, I got everything I need for training gear. Don't need to worry in the world. I got shorts, I got gis, I got clothes. So get yourself the best training gear out there at Combat Corner. And everyone else who's out there supporting, don't forget to tune in January 21st because I'm putting in some hurt.
There you go, man. Hey, Manny is a really nice. Cool if I call you Manny, right?
Yeah. I have many different aliases, bro, but yeah, Manny's one of them too.
Yeah, cool. All right, hey, it's really good catching up with you. Best of luck this year. Hopefully catch up with you later in the year. And then good luck on the 21st, man.
Thank you very much, son.
All right, man. I'll see you.
You have a great day.